Alright, so I hope you're really excited for this video, because if you are, you're gonna be disappointed. Yay, disappointment, unhappiness. Ooh. Anyway, but this is very important, which is drawing circles. Looks like I'm sort of sucking, but hey. I'm in a really awkward position. Anyway, circle. Alright, I give up. I'm gonna do this in parts. Generally, how you draw a circle, or at least, you know how people are always talking about a perfect circle and you can never draw one? But generally, you just take a lot of circles, you go like this, and you're like, yay, circles! But since I'm doing this in an awkward position, I'm trying to make it look good. Yeah, it's hard. So I'm going in parts, and it's gonna take a while. Anyway, yeah, that doesn't look perfect. But you know what, screw you. Anyway, the motion of drawing all shapes, including squares, which are going to be even worse because they require straight lines. At this angle, I cannot do straight lines. But, squares, there's a square. And, well, rectangles have the same shading as squares, really. But yeah, basically, prime example of that is shading. Shading is very important to all your drawing. What shading is it will show you where the light and shadow are. Right now, that's a line, that's a line, that's lots of lines. But it gains a lot of definition if you shade. See, it's more defined. Now, another important thing that I find is useful to learn early on, because otherwise it takes for freaking ever for anybody to tell you, is that you're supposed to follow the form when you shade. So, like, when I am drawing a circle and I'm shading it, I shade it in a circular motion. Like that. Makes it look very circular and circly and stuff. Again, it's sort of sucky. Now, what happens is with rounder objects, see how this is a very bold and defined shades? Teachers will generally teach you how to shade a square first, but I think it's important to know this. So, circles and circular objects will have gradual shades. Like, the dark will be here. So let's say dark, 1, lighter, 2, and then light, 3. So dark here, I darken this. Lighter here, lighter here. And then there. It gives it a lot more definition. And even with circular objects, though, you still sort of have to follow the form. Like with a triangle, follow the form. I'm going to be better at shading, luckily, than I will at actually drawing lines, because this is, again, awkward, this angle. So you just keep going on until you got your darks dark and your lights light and all that crash nogs. It's just a word I made up and it doesn't make any sense, but anyway, and you do that, and yeah, you go swimming with some golfers because you're an artist. No, but that's the first step. Doing that and making sure you follow the form. Circle, you follow it here. Generally, you follow it like that. Triangle, you follow it sort of like this. Making sure you stay to the outline you drew first. If you're new to drawing, generally draw an outline. But if you're not new to drawing, don't, because it'll make your drawing look really bad. Just warning you. But yeah, I drew an outline. Looked fine, I guess. But yeah, that's drawing at first. And it's not that hard. A lot of it is just hand-eye coordination, like knowing that if you do that, it's going to come out exactly like that. And if you do this, it's going to come out like that. It's going to come out like that. Which is what I'm mainly... I want to be able to set up like a video camera so I can make this much less awkward for me. But until then, drawing awkwardly until I die. Okay, that's depressing, but yeah. C. Just remember, C for circle means you should shade like a C. C. Now, if I shaded a circle with a square, I'll show you real quick. That's a crappy circle, but I don't care. You might notice how even though I kept pretty much the same form, it looks super flat and very squarey. So that's just what you need to know. Yeah, that's shapes. But shapes are important. Actually, I'm not sure if you know this. If you're not an artist, you probably don't. But everything is composed of the basic shapes, rectangle more often than square. So I probably should have drawn a rectangle, but whatever. And cylinder. Circle and cylinder. Everything, even the human body, you still follow a lot of the basic shapes that you do. And if you do, it'll look a lot better than normal. Here, I can give you a little depiction of something I drew, just trying to stay a little flowy here. So actually, wish I had shown you drawing this, because this would have been great, because it has a lot of form. I used pretty much lots of circular lines, then I angled down and I squared her out. Then I tried to flare up her dress, and yeah, that's what I did. She looks actually good. I like her, but yeah, she's not my best. And if you're looking for realistic, she's probably my worst, but still, it's good. Anyway, I can show you real quick, just to prove to you that I can draw. Oh, picture of something or other. Something or Mr. Fiddle. Oh, and by the way, you're probably hoping to see Mr. Fiddle again, and you'll never see him again. No. But yeah, I'll show him to you pretty soon. Where is it? Come on. There's a crappy eye. I'm just flipping through pages. This is awkward. I feel like I should talk about something. Let's talk about life and philosophy. Well, I think kid drawing is a nice pursuit. But I know a lot of people don't want to go for it. And if you don't want to go for it for a career or anything, you should still take it, because I don't know if you've ever read, probably haven't, but there's an essay on left and right brained people. Generally, if you're a scientist, or if you do anything that requires ingenuity, right-brained thinking, oh yeah, here's something, I guess it's decent. Right-brained thinking is super helpful. Well, and if you have no idea what the heck I'm talking about, right brain controls your left side of your body and your creativity, which is really confusing. And your left brain controls all your logical thinking and stuff, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, right brain, being creative in any job that requires ingenuity is really helpful, and there's not a lot of classes that teach ingenuity and right brain thinking. So, suggest taking an art class, or at least doing it a little bit. Anyway, yeah, so there's something to prove I can draw. I think you might be able to see. Yep, you can definitely see that. Alright, that's good. I'm glad that you have the ability to not be blind. Anyway, can you see my hand? No, because it's invisible. My hand is